Stephen Greenhouse, author of The Big Squeeze, notes that corporations, along with their CEOs, are seizing a bigger piece of the nation's economic pie, leaving the nation's workers and their families diminished. Now, as a nation, we just experienced the biggest shopping day of the year, Black Friday. Love it or hate it, folks, the holiday shopping season is upon us. Now, as shoppers, we each face a decision every time we go to the store. Do I take pepper spray to get that Xbox 360 that I really want? Or do I choose to shop locally and support my local economy? Greenhouse's comments are really interesting. So who exactly did your shopping experience benefit on Black Friday? Did it benefit local economies, or did it benefit corporations and CEOs? As consumers, we must make this decision and think about our ethical choices every time that we go shopping. Now, Walmart and other big box retailers sacrifice employee compensation and also the benefits of the local economy through the name of consumer savings. However, there is a clear alternative. So this evening, I'm going to discuss with you how Walmart and retailers such as Target do sacrifice employee compensation, stifle wages, and actually negatively affect our local economy and our nation's economy as a whole, and I'm going to present to you some feasible options for you to choose differently. Now, in the beginning, when Walmart first started, it seems like a giant now, but it actually was a relatively small store. What's interesting is typically retail operations use their purchasing power to dictate supply costs, and that's how they save money. But Walmart actually stifled employee wages. In fact, in his autobiography, Sam Walton notes that I was so chintzy, I didn't really pay my employees very well. We didn't do much for the clerks except pay them hourly wages, and I guess that wage was as little as we could get by with at the time. Now, Nelson Lichtenstein, author of The Retail Revolution, comments that Walton's own words helped to fuel a corporate culture whereby employees are paid as little as possible in the name of saving money and living better. However, in addition, Charles Fishman, author of The Wal-Mart Effect, notes that Walton's own thoughts decided that unions aren't so great. We're going to limit individuals' collective bargaining rights, and therefore they won't be able to negotiate higher salaries and better health care benefits. This fueled a stance against retail industries, stance against labor unions. Now, Walmart is known to be an anti-union company. It prohibits workers from negotiating higher salaries and benefits that are higher than what Walmart deems fiscally responsible. Fishman continues to note that the company of Walmart pays the average female employee, who's a full-time employee, $9.18 an hour. Now, Fishman asked CEO Lee Scott, what about an increase of $1 for all employees across the board? And they replied, it's inefficient. Now, the University of California at Berkeley did a study on this, and they said, if you gave every employee at Walmart a $1 increase, maybe to help bring them up above the poverty line, how would that affect consumers if you passed along the cost to consumers? And it was found that on average, it would only cost consumers $9.70 a year to give everyone at Walmart a raise. But Walton's autobiography says that he believes that the income earned at Walmart is intended to only be supplemental income, not a primary source of a family's revenue. Now, his words at best are ironic, considering Walmart is the world's largest private employer. Now, in addition to paying far below the wages, the median wages in the country, Walmart also negatively affects our local economy. Now, according to Bill Scabrico from Time Europe, the average Walmart store in a country or in a town will reduce employment in its area of business by 2 to 4% only 7 years after opening. Now, Walmart forces local stores to close because they can't compete with their low prices. After the local stores close, what happens to the employees? Well, according to Lichtenstein, typically the employees who have lost their jobs will then go to Walmart to find employment, and now they're making less than they were before. In addition, for every 125,000 jobs that Walmart adds to the economy, we actually lose 127,000 jobs. So in effect, Walmart creates a net loss of jobs in our economy. So the next time you're shopping for that Xbox or the groceries that you can't live without, think about that. My purchasing decisions here at Walmart are actually causing individuals to lose their jobs. Now, it's no question that competition among businesses is a healthy practice. You need competition in order to keep the market stable and keep the market in equilibrium. But stores like Walmart, Target, and other big box retailers actually have a comparative advantage over stores that are independent, who typically, according to Stacy Mitchell from Social Policy, pay their employees higher wages, offer better health insurance benefits, and actually make business decisions to impact their bottom lines and their local communities' bottom lines. The biggest problem is that communities as a whole and our public policy does not support or value the benefits from local retailers. But each of you can change that. Choosing to shop local is not only responsible, for me, it's considered a morally astute decision. A study conducted by Civic Economics reveals that every $100 that you spend at a local store actually benefits your local economy and the local workers $23 more than if you would spend the same amount at a big box chain. In addition, typically, small businesses, such as local businesses, donate a larger percent of their revenues and their income to local charities. They help support the arts programs at school. They help support the softball teams. And finally, these people are your neighbors. They're your friends. They're the ones who coach a little league team. They're the ones who help make a community run, and many consider them to be the backbone of small communities. Big box retailers are everywhere. You see them driving down the street, but unfortunately, they've been in the marketplace too long. They care nothing for the communities in which they inhabit. They move into a community and deplete its resources. They leave empty shells behind in communities. Doubt me? Take a drive down Lincoln Street. There's a lovely example of a nice Walmart building sitting there vacant that has been vacant since Walmart built a new one. In fact, you might not believe this, but actually Charleston, several years ago, before all of you were born, actually had thriving stores up on the square. Multiple department stores where you could actually go shopping and make a night on the town, besides going to Sticks, or as it's now called, the Paw. Well, it's important to make fiscally responsible decisions when you go shopping, and it's important to save money. It's not necessarily important that you use pepper spray in order to get that Xbox. It is important for you to shop at local businesses, to support your community. Big box retailers wouldn't even consider coming to a community that doesn't have an established business base and established consumer base. Small independent retailers first took over. So in the words of Dr. Shirley Bell, an Eastern Illinois University professor, I didn't live my life to save a buck. I lived my life to make a difference. And that's something I can live with. So resist the temptations to shop at big box retailers. Live your life to make a difference and choose to benefit your community and from your hometowns by shopping locally.